So I came up with a different plan. Well, I didn't have a plan. I went away for the weekend. I went to stay with a girlfriend at Ballarat, who's quite heavily involved in the local art scene. And there is a co-op, and we went into the co-op, and always what happens is there's a pile of magazines there. I just take my minimum supplies, my little pencil case with glue stick, ruler, a Posca pen, you know, just small bits and pieces. And I generally always end up just making a collage, but I made 3 on this day, which is great. I thought about it in terms of interactive with the other people that do junk journals. So I was making these collages, and I think this is going to be interactive and nature in one, because I'm running a little day late. And my collage ended up, I've been thinking a bit about being in the world of, you know, a 9-to-5 job, and how I saw this and it said employee sues for boredom, and I thought that's exactly how I'd be feeling if I was stuck in there doing that and not doing art. So I was making this and finding bits out of dictionaries. It's just great. You can, you know, just grab a few magazines, tear some pages out, go with colours that you like. I was loving this blue and yellow, which is very on par with my junk journal, and getting some beautiful lotus flowers, and just some words and some phrases that jumped out to me. Peeking out is the next after nature, and I realised that I have put these faces of these girls and I've made them peeking out. So this is kind of, I think, a 3-in-1. Threefer. So I've got 3 pages and 3 prompts. Now what I'm going to do next is put some gesso over these pages. Okay, so I've got an Atelier traditional liquid gesso primer. Of course, there's so many different gessos, and I've got a clear gesso as well, which is great for painting over the top because it's got what they call tooth, which is, you know, like it feels very gritty, but it helps the paint to adhere to it. This particular brand is just, I'll show you, it's just one of my absolute favorites because it's just incredibly, I don't know if you can see, it's incredibly creamy, and I just decided that I was going to roll on some. I hope you can sort of see it's a real creamy gesso. I love it. Now I don't want to overdo the gesso, so I'm not getting a lot out, and I just want to cover some bits. And that's a bit too much. Get some off there, that's a bit too much. Now I'm just not trying to put so much on that I lose everything, but I'm just paring it back little bits. I do want to definitely keep the yellow and the blue there as much as possible, and I don't want to lose the eyes of the girls. Okay, so I'm going to have to dry off this page and then still do it again on the next page around, so I'll be coming back when I've done that. Okay, I've dried them off and I've done this page, and now I've rubbed off all my excess onto this page, which is still a bit damp. So while I leave that to dry, I've got a bit of vintage photo. I've got one of the tea bags. Just going to try and ink it up without getting too much in the surrounding areas. And I'm just going to start creating a little panel of stamped imagery that I can put throughout my journal. Now I'm using the Distress Oxide, so it should be good once dried. So so this is a bit of fun. I find that this is a highly interactive way of working as well. We're interacting with our ink and our paper, and not so much as I noticed with other videos, Meg talking about how we interact within our journal with multiple layers and things like that. I'm enjoying the interaction of different ways, different things with people, looking at it from the aspect of interacting with the stamp on the ink on a stamp. Right, so I've got a few little interactions here. I've scanned these in, the three of them, and I have printed out 2 pages of each, so I've got those to play with. I think I will use one of these ones. I'll keep the girls' faces with the eyes to have a little bit more to do with peeking out. So while I was having a bit of fun with my roller and the gesso, I ended up with some scrumptious bits of paper with things on. Yeah, so it gave me a little bit of thought about not just making little flips and pockets and stuff, but how our journal can be part of an interactive experience with other people. So as I put things like this into my journal, it will remind me that I had a community day with others, having a chat around the table, and you know, just coming up with some fun ideas. Get my glue stick. Right, so I'm going to lay down a background. This is ready to have a drawing on, or a little hidden teapot. I like that there. All right, that's going on the outside. So it really was a bit of a fun day out there with other artists. It's a wonderful little co-op. It's got a great little back room for artists to exhibit with little cubicles, which used to be little swimming or changing rooms. Plus they'll put things on the walls to be on commission as well, for sale. A nice little thing of neutral type of washies. So that's interactive. I'm doing a 3-in-1 because these printables that I've made have covered these 3 prompts. All right, day 20, nature. I found this book on the bookshelf, Sowing the Seeds of Horticulture, and I'm aware I've already used a bit of nature in here, but I wanted to add to this page, and I found this Venus flytrap, and I found this how to make your own flytrap page. So I've been doing that. I've been doing it off the camera just simply because it was very fiddly and it would have taken a lot of time. So I've got all my components. I've even got some words. Let me just put those so I can clear a path on the desk. It's fun. It's been fun. I feel like a little kid doing this stuff, which is great. Why not? I want to put a bit of the background. I think I want to get the lotus in. And then I'm going to put my Little Maid Venus flytrap on the top. I find it fascinating. Nature is such an amazing thing. We've got such beauty, and yet we can also have such pain, you know, in terms of natural disasters, which is still part of nature. So I've stuck the little, this is why it was too fiddly to do, these little things got poked into holes, and then I've stuck them down on the back, so they're like the little stamens in the middle. So first things first, we need the stalk. I'll see where this is going. Can it go underneath as a little hidden surprise? All right, I think we're covering peeking out already. Doing a little bit of everything in this video. So this is going to come up in here. All right, so this is where we want this to be. Now the next bit that goes down is the back. My brother used to have Venus flytraps, and it's quite fascinating. They're actually relatively hard to keep alive in your bedroom anyway. He had a bit of a morbid fascination for things like that. So this is going to come around here. This is the outside edge of it. The little frilly bit that sucks the flies in and then closes on the flies. It's a very morbid plant, isn't it? It's a bit gothic. That's my arts and crafts day today. Okay, so I've got a Venus flytrap poking out. Just want to put a little bit more here, just to fill in a bit more of the page. Okay, so now we've got a Venus flytrap for nature. We've got a little interactive page. Well, this was also interactive. This is why these three prompts all seem to go together. It's peeking out, so that's prompt 21. And I still want to incorporate this, this bit of paper as well. For some peeping out. I'm taking it very literally, obviously. Peeking out is, I'm going to take that back so we've still got the stem. Okay, I've got my peeking out and I'm happy that I got that. I know I can probably do a little bit better with the peeking out, but I kind of like that. I think it works. This all worked really well. It's been a longish video, so I'm thinking I'm finishing at this. And, you know, I did have the making the collage bit at the start. So this is my 19, 20 and 21 prompts. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was a bit longer than normal, but I'll see you in the next one, and thank you for being here. Bye for now.